And welcome back. We are in the middle of our Dungeons of Chaos achievements playthrough. In the last episode, we finished the achievements Ice Ice Baby and a Dragon's Chest. So we are going down the line. We have the Lich's Chest, and we have Defeat the Lich. These are the two achievements that we're going to do right now because they are in the Lich's Tower. Go figure. We are sitting pretty as cute little fluffy bunnies right now. We're going to go through this tower and get those achievements knocked out of the way. Now this should be a fairly straightforward. I would imagine you guys, if you're doing your achievements run, you've already beat the game at least once or at least made it through the Lich's Tower. So I'm going to try to get through here as quick as possible, without too much of a headache and without too much risk to the party. Because we are still trying to achieve the 0 deaths achievement while we go through this at the same time. So if a death does occur, by all means we will reload and try again. Sure enough, if I go to that door, I'm going to get stopped by a specter, so I want to... Yep, fairly close. Now, if you guys have not gone through the Lich's Tower, there are hidden secrets, there are passages that go behind a door, there's some things that you should find that are on the bucket list. There's certainly places that are stashed with loot. This playthrough is not concerning that. So if that is what you are after, then by all means, go to the original playthrough video series, and it has all of that. But for right now, we are just trying to quickly get through this, and I was hoping to be able to escape that specter, but we have to fight it. I'm taking a beating here. Let's go. As with anything undead, Holy Chant should be and is your go-to weapon for undead, at least during Chapter 1. If you manage to find a spell book of Holy Plasma or Holy Smite, you're not going to be able to get up and use it. Even Exorcism is a little bit harder to get to, because the clerics and the monks tend to be a little bit squishy. So a Holy Chant allows them to stay back and let the tougher classes like the Ranger, Rogue, Fighter, Barbarian do the damage for it. So be wary putting your healer in harm's way just for holy damage. And we'll probably have a couple of skill resets like this going up the tower, because a lot of it is undead. Mainly the levels that have the specters on them, because they are incorporeal. Physical attacks do not hurt them. But there are levels that have zombies. And so we will try not to aggro as many zombies as there are. But sometimes we just can't help it. Now we are on suicidal for this playthrough, so it is going to take just a little bit. These guys aren't too much of an issue, especially with lightning and magic missile, and then the rogue and archer going distance. We're just putting the ranger out there as a meat shield. Just hop on by them here. Easy peasy. Alright, should be able to get past these guys, no problem. Yep, there we go. A couple of these you can completely skip the mobs in. You can kind of kite them around in a circle, or do what I just did and go that way and get out of harm's way, which is fantastic. It saves a little bit of time. Now this is where the curse of the tower starts in, and so we'll have to go back down. We'll go up and across. Sure, might as well grab that random dagger. Alright, so we got zombies spawning on us over here. Not too much of an issue. We still have Holy Chant if something were to go wrong, but we definitely won't need it right now. Oh, he was right behind me. Sneaky little zombie. Yeah, Magic Missile and Lightning's kind of the go-to with these guys. If you're like me and kind of lazy at times and use auto combat quite a bit, you're going to get the most out of it. Now, a lot of this playthrough I was using Ignite off of both the casters. Once that levels up quite a bit, the mana cost gets a little prohibitive. The damage is excellent, but you don't leave a lot of utility for this. With this team, the druid's a kind of a secondary healer. The monk's there as primary, but if at any chance that I needed healing, I could always pull him off of damage and throw a heal or two. With Ignite, the mana cost is just so outrageous that a lot of the times he's completely out of mana before he even gets to do anything else. So we're keeping him a lightning right now. Alright, so we got up, now we go down. We'll have these zombies here. What I'm going to do, since I am a little bit low on health and mana, I'm going to see if I can't collect some of these zombies up to clear a bit of a path so they don't wander into me, and I'm going to rest a little bit. But, alright, sprint. Sprint levels up really quick. Doesn't really matter. It's just kind of on auto. Can we get two groups? Can we get two groups? We can get two groups. Should prevail if we're careful. And what I'm doing here, since we have two casters and two range, instead of manually clicking on the target I want each turn, I'm just marking them and then putting them back on auto. This way we kind of pop these zombies automatically with everybody's damage. They go down individually, and we're not focusing on a whole bunch of them in the group. There we go. Pick them off one at a time. When you aggro a lot of groups like that, if you get 2 groups like this, or there's some instance you can back into a group of 3 and be surrounded on all the sides, it's recommended to focus damage and get them out as soon as possible if you're not using AoE spells. Now, the ranger or rogue, I say ranger, I mean our archer, the rogue, mage, and druid are all single casters and range attackers, so they would all select their own target according to the auto combat, and then you could be hitting 2 or 3 different zombies at the same time. Might as well focus the damage. Alright, so our skill reset, but our mana did not completely heal. Let's go ahead and top off mana, because as soon as we go down the same stairs we just went in, we're going to be at the Lich fight. Come over here, and back up we go. Now, if we weren't low on mana, and we were just a little bit damaged, there is a blood fountain over here that you guys could get to. I really think that there should be a mana fountain over here also, but it hasn't been put in yet. I'm going to take that because I'm stuck on it. Alright, so this is one of the instances that is a kind of a rare occurrence. If you can get the Lich behind you, like I just did accidentally, and you can get to the stairs, you can bypass him and take the chest automatically, but we're not going to do that. We're going to go ahead and fight the Lich as is. Okay, so up front, what we're going to do is the rangers that are run forward and collect the specters. We're going to focus and target the Lich with both our casters and the rogue and the archer. Should go fairly easy. And if they are in range, holy chant. Hopefully be able to drop our zombies. Now, if you notice, we got a bit of an issue. We got a zombie in the back here. And so, I do not have exorcism on my monk, which is a bad thing. I am going to punch him either. Anyway, there we go. See if we can't get a little help. No doggies. No bueno. Punch, punch. Now again, we're trying to do the no-death situation, so we have failed at that on that front. So let's go ahead and run this through. And I think we might dial the, might as well just dial back the difficulty. Be mindful, we are level 11 on suicide with the Lich. Normally I probably wouldn't try this. That's just me though. Resist evil just first. Oh, last one standing was the rogue. It's actually pretty good. That's damn good. Damn good for a rogue. Alright, let's load back up here. Of course, we are on map save. Let's just, let's dial that back. No point in killing ourselves over and over again for a level 11 Lich kill. Get to take that again. Decent little insignia, okay. Let's have at 'em. Same tactic. Everything gets focused on the Lich. Wait until the Ranger gets in range of all the specters. I'm going to go ahead and Holy Chant. A little Holy Chant one more time. Alright, so we have lost our Holy Chant. So let's see if we can't get some extra oomph out of this here. So our mage died. As soon as we mana overclock, he got one-shotted. So we will roll this again. Even if you have a plan, sometimes it goes awry. I have to laugh because although we've lost our mage and I'm going to reload, we can't seem to get everybody killed. So let's go ahead and just... we still can't get them killed. There we go. Skill increases, but again, that doesn't really matter. Alright, one last time before we do something drastic. Load that back up. Dropping back down. Alright, so we got a couple of allies already on their lines there. Let's go ahead and focus on the Lich. I'm going to pull these two guys forward. What am I doing? There we go. Just a difficulty thing. Level 11, if this was a different playthrough and the team was rolled a little bit differently, I might, be willing to do this at a higher difficulty. But we are just going for achievements. That suicidal difficulty is nothing but bragging rights. There's no shame in turning the dial down if you need to. That is defeat the Lich. Let's go ahead and everybody back on auto and finish this out. Now, normally when you do kill the Lich, a lot of things will just run from you. So keep that in mind. Alright. And once we got one more set of stairs. Now, if you guys have not seen this already, it's the Statue of the One. There's nothing there, though. But there is something over here. And so if we go to open these, yep, we'll take that. We'll take that. And we'll come over here, and we'll go back here. We'll take that one. And we will take that one. Once we have all 4 chests, actually I don't think it's all 4. I think it's just that last one that we did triggers the achievement. But once we have that, we can just go ahead and skedaddle out. Now, of course, we did not take the spells. So if you check the bookcases, always check bookcases. That's kind of like RPG 101. You always check bookcases. There's the Ignite spell. That's where it's supposed to be. Now, if you remember, there was a slightly peculiar spell that would re-roll in that beginning chest that Parnos gives you the key for, and you can sit there and reload it and get the Ignite spell that way. And that's how this team got it. That has changed. So if you need the Ignite spell, you literally have to run on top of the Lich's tower to get it now, which is kind of the way it should, though. Keep looking at myself. There's Fireball also. And then Magic Rupture is in one of these. There it is. Keep looking at myself. Just a cute little bunny. Alright, there's nothing else here. And, guys, as always, good karma comes to those who leave app reviews. If you have not, and you bought this game and you have not reviewed it, by all means, go into the App Store, go into Google Play, or wherever you got the app from, and review it. Dungeons Chaos needs to be spread. It's an excellent RPG. I keep saying this at the end of every video. If you like the videos, go ahead and give a like and share. If you're social, get on Twitter, get on Facebook, follow the group. There's links in the main menu that you can go to and find the Facebook and the Twitter. And of course, if you like what's is coming out of Dungeons of Chaos and Prometheus Heirs games, there is a Patreon link in the game that you can go ahead and select your level of support for the game. Again, I can't say enough about Dungeons of Chaos, and especially the creator Volker. He is consistently on the ball when it comes to feedback, and consistently updating and moving out with this. If you guys are keeping up, Chapter 3 has went into alpha testing. That is anticipated to take a couple of weeks, and then it rolls to beta, and then it should come out in a couple of different segments. That's the plan. Everything's always fluid and moving, so stay tuned. If there's an update that I can give you guys on what's going on, I'll say it in the videos. If not, follow on Twitter, follow on Facebook, and by all means, have fun and enjoy.